If what you have in your hand is not enough to be your harvest, then make it your seed. These wise words which were spoken to me by my uncle, I have never forgotten since the day they were spoken to me. I had no idea how frequently inspirational and true they would hold to me over the next few years of my life. Today, I'll give you a brief look into my past, my present, and I'll gaze ahead into the future. Life's experiences are all meant to shape us to make us better, prepared, and responsible individuals for the challenges that we face each and every day. And I've often believed that you cannot truly chart a path for the future without knowing the past and without knowing where you came from. And so I look back on my past just to briefly to see what how I got to this point. Now, coming out of high school, I really had no clue exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to go to college, you see, because nobody in my family had gotten a bachelor's degree to that point, and I wanted to be the first because I wanted to break the generational curse on my family. But at the same time, I didn't get serious about my studies until my junior year. I didn't really take enough responsibility for my own procrastination and for my own work habits, and I didn't really put in the effort to get the grades to go into a nice college and to produce and to break that curse. So what I had to do was I figured the best option for me, because I had been in the Air Force ROTC for 3 years, was to go into the military, because that would give me more time to really grow into my own. It would give me time to stack up my money, and it will also give me an opportunity to get money for college. And I just felt like it was a good opportunity at the time. And so that's what I did. I went into the military. I went into the Navy, and there I really learned a lot. I experienced a lot. It was a great time in my life. I got to travel the world a little bit. I got to work with different people from different cultures and different backgrounds, and I got to see the world outside of my own community, because the world is bigger than your block. The world is bigger than your neighborhood, and I got to experience a little bit of that, and that was a great time for me in my life. So I did that for 3 years. Traveled the world a little bit. And then I sort of figured, well, look, here you are. Now you got an opportunity to get out and go to school. Now, are you ready? And I had started school, a little bit, part time, to just be making some progress. And so I figured my time in the military is up. It's time for me to go and pursue, my bigger goal, which is to go to college. So I got out of the Navy and I came back home and applied to Gordon College. But at the same time, I was coming upon a new realization that my worth wasn't determined by a piece of paper that said I had went through a certain curriculum. That didn't determine my intelligence or my productivity. So I sort of figured I didn't want to really invest 4 years in the school anymore. I wanted to work sooner, because I felt as if I didn't need a 4-year bachelor's degree to be successful and to enjoy a career that was rewarding and lucrative and gave me an opportunity to be productive for my community. And so I went to Griffin Tech instead. I wanted to do the radiologic program, and this is getting more into my present, because this is more my present situation. So I applied to Griffin Tech to do the radiologic program, radiologic technology, I should say, and I sort of kept changing my majors around a little too much, being indecisive about what I wanted to do. And so I ended up missing the time deadline to get all my prereqs done for the radiologic technology program. And so I did the next best thing in my mind, and I went for the orthopedic technology program, which I'm currently in. And it's it's an opportunity to help people. It's an opportunity to have a great job in the healthcare field, which is booming and which is asking for new blood. And so currently, now my present, I'm just working towards finishing school and building the foundations, the stable blocks for the future. Which, speaking of the future, I'll give you a glimpse of what I expect in the future. You see, I'll graduate the orthopedic technology program next March, and then I'll start working. So that would be a great thing. I'll be happy to be finally to get established in my community, well, established in my career, I should say. Excuse me, established in my career and become a productive member of my community, more so to say. So with that in mind, I look forward to investing. I look forward to being able to build a community, because that us, I feel that we as African Americans, we don't necessarily build communities anymore, and I want to be a part of it. I want to build a community, and I want to move into a neighborhood with like-minded people where we can truly share, the same ideals, and want to build something stronger together as a community as a whole. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to mentoring young men coming up in my field. As a matter of fact, I want to take another young black man in my field and help him, rise up to go through because he's gonna probably face some of the same, trials and tribulations that I face coming up into the field, and I want to mentor him and help him get through that. So that is just a very brief look into my past, my present, and my future. Now, all of life's trials and tribulations and experiences and bumps and bruises, all of that is a part of living. All of that is a part of becoming a better, well-rounded, a better prepared, and just a more complete person. You know, so I simply leave it as this: as life is for the living, and you're not gonna be able to truly live until one, you know where you've been in the past. Two, you enjoy the journey it takes to get to the future, and you don't just anticipate the future, but you enjoy the journey in the present. You enjoy your way there. And three, you always have a plan for the future, though. You always have a plan for the next step. You want to be two steps ahead. There's a famous saying that this is chess, not checkers. You want to be two steps ahead in chess. And so I leave you with this great quote right here from my uncle, who's a big part of my life. Preparation plus opportunity equals success. If you're prepared, once your opportunity comes, you will be successful. Thank you.